We ain't got nothing to tell you. We're going live right now, Alabama. We are waiting for Richard to get back on up here to the booth. He had to go to the restroom and get him a burger and a grape snow cone.
All right, I'm back.
And there is the myth, legend, and the man. He is back. Richard, how are you doing tonight here at Auto Club?
I am doing all right. We are, yeah. Auto Club race here last night with these guys in the ARCA League. Man, we're gonna see some racing. We had no cautions last night, so wondering if we're gonna see that again tonight.
Well, it looks like they're getting the practice, finish it up, and they're fixing to start some qualifying.
Yeah, and I was riding around with a couple of guys in the practice, and that sun was beating down on those windshields. So I wonder how that's going to play a factor in tonight.
Well, hopefully they got their sunglasses on. Unfortunately, everybody, I did drop the ball. I did not get our Streamlabs renewed. We are only on Twitch tonight, so if you've got your Facebook family out there, let them know that I dropped the ball. We goofed, but we'll get it fixed for tomorrow. I'm actually going to blame it on Richard. He took a week off, and this is what happens.
Oh, that's so messed up. I didn't get the email.
I don't think I seen it. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, it's gonna be a pretty. We got a couple new faces here tonight, but I think one to watch is gonna be Jose Riviera. That third place finish last week. He's gonna be looking to improve on that.
Yes, he definitely is carrying some momentum as we come into the race. A couple of these guys that raced last night. Now they have the experience maybe in the ARCA cars, but these trucks are not very much different. A little bit tighter, but they have a little bit more experience. Of what these trucks and cars can do. Not saying that nobody hasn't ran Auto Club, but
Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I want to see no less than 6-7 wide racing tonight. Said that earlier in Stan the iRacer. Hopefully, I hope not, but it is Auto Club, and it is possible to happen like that.
well, with the bigger field, yeah, I think we might see that at least in three wide. That's gonna be awesome to see.
Luckily, I got the right SDK loaded in for tonight, so why don't you tell a little bit about our race sponsor tonight, G&H Lawn Service? I believe they've actually done some personal work for you down in Alabama.
Yeah, G&H Lawn Service is going to be our sponsor tonight. It's kicking your lawn's grass. 200 here at Auto Club, and Caleb, he is the owner of G&H Lawn Service. He has personally done my lawns, and he does a great job. Him and some of the guys that he has working for him. But yeah, so if you're in the Salem area and you need your grass or lawn serviced, definitely give G&H a call. I do not have his number on me, and I don't. I may have it in my phone, but I'll get that information and we'll get it out to you. So if you're in the Lee County, Alabama area, definitely that would be the person to call for all your lawn needs. G&H Lawn Service.
I don't know the catchphrase, but kicking your grass sounds good to me.
I actually think that's on his business card.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, the one that's kicking some ass right now is Richard Holland. He's putting down the pole, but Tristan Sykes and Ricky E are right there on his rear end.
I am trying to get my SDK to pull up on Streamlabs, and it's not working. What we got going on here?
That's what happens when you take a vacation.
Yeah, I know, right? Let me try reloading my SDK real quick, because I got no grid, no nothing.
Well, right now we're riding with Nathan Stanley, who's fixing to finish up his second lap, and he's been pretty strong contender himself, but just came up short where it counts. I don't think that's really a lap he wanted. It's going to set him all the way back in the 18th position.
So hold on one second. I'm still working on my tower, and nothing is pulling up. What is going on?
Brian Tiffany, who breaks into the top 10 with a 41.50. So our top pole. Well, we've got a few more that's going to qualify. I believe they've got about 4 more minutes to wrap it up. And right now we're riding with Drew Blaze. All right, guys. So, in case you are playing American Truck Simulator or European Truck Simulator, you can be listening to the race right now because we've got it live on the NTG radio. And also, if you're looking for some VTC, look up Numb Thumbs, and they've got a pretty good trucking company, Platinum Trucking. There's a couple of sponsors. They sponsor a team here on this in this league, and a couple of the races this season. So if you know anybody that plays them ETS or ATS, man, look it up. Get the Discord and get you started in the right direction. Right now we're still riding with Drew Blaze as he is looking to finish up his second lap. As he's coming down through the start finish, it looks like he's going to. He takes the pole, the 41.21. So Drew Blaze just blazed by the other 20 cars and took the pole. So that's going to shift up that top section just a little bit. All right, they've got about a couple minutes before they're going to go green. So while we're doing that, let's take 1 second and pay tribute to the national anthem. Then we'll take it green flag racing for 100 laps at Auto Club.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright
as we're seeing Juan Jimenez finish off his qualifying lap, and he may not get it in as the timer may catch him before. And he did not get that second lap in.
I was muted this whole time. But I did get my SDK working, so I do have everything that I need.
Well, amongst all of that, Drew Blaze managed to steal the pole away from Richard Holland. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see how this is going to play out.
Absolutely. And so to give you a rundown of where everybody qualified, we got Drew Blaze on the pole, Richard Holland in second place. We have Tristan Sykes in third. We have Ricky... I'm not even going to butcher his name.
Ricky E. Fingando. I talked to him last week.
Fingando. Okay.
That's what we're going to go with.
Okay, that's what we're going to go with. We got Albert Anderson. He's in that fifth position. We got PJ in the sixth. We got Justin Johnson in the seventh. We're going to call him JJ in the seventh position. And we got Bradley Clay in the eighth. Joseph Bennett in ninth. And we got Jose Riviera in 10th. 11th, we got Mike Fay. 12th, we got Chad McNeil. 13th, we got Mark Collins. 14th, we got Brian Tiffany. 15th, we got Logan McNeil. Who we got in 16th there, Jeremy?
16th, we've got Richard Gray. 17th, we have got Derek Welch. 18th, we have got Matt Eckerson. 19th, we have got Zeth Hawley. 20th, we have got Mr. Stan. 21, we have got Bradley Cooper. 22, Jacob Clinkhart. 23 is going to be a Bradley Rivers. 24 is Nathan Stanley. Rounding out 25 is going to be a John Osborne. 26 is going to be Juan Jimenez. 27 is going to be Paulie Elf. Throw a little extra into it. 28th is going to be Kevin Winkler. 29th is going to be Anthony. 30th is going to be Mr. Tom Barish. And that right there is going to wrap the field up as Mr. Douglas Stuckey is race control tonight.
Yeah, so he's showing in there, but he is not racing. And it looks like they are going to be out taking their formation lap. Let's see if we can catch up to our leader.
There's going to be 100 laps of this tonight, Richard. You ready for this?
I'm ready for this. And if it goes anything like that ARCA race last night, we had 0 cautions. So it was great. Great race. They put on a great race. I was glad to be out there with them. I led like one lap, and then I rode in second until I scrubbed the wall. Now, this wall is going, if it gets you, it's going to hold you. It got me last night twice. I was able to recover from one, but the second time I dropped down to fifth, and that's where I stayed and finished. So that safer barrier, it will reach out and grab you, and it will hold you.
Well, I don't think they got plenty of track here. They may not be hitting the wall. Let's hope they don't.
Oh, Lord, and SDK has got me all messed up. It's got the middle starting in the back. Or middle starting up in the front. Yeah. All right, the green is out. And that 30 truck got a pretty good start, but the 5 is going to fight right back as they go into turn 1. Now, we've seen that high line last night. We've seen the high line be the dominant line where you're going to save the most tires, and then that low line pretty much, started to kick in, but you definitely wear out your tires a lot faster. The momentum is going to be up high as we saw the 5 scrub the wall just a little bit, and he lost a little bit of momentum, but he held his ground too. You got the 32 right behind the 5. And I got to restart my SDK real quick, so tell them what you see there, Jeremy.
All right, they're sticking it real quick, taking it 3 or 4 wide already as they are coming into turn 3 and 4, coming down through the tri-oval. So we've got Drew Blaze is still in a dogfight with Richard Holland as they're coming through the tri-oval 1 and 2, and then you've got Albert, Ricky, and Tristan that's running 3, 4, and 5. And they finally are spreading it out 2 by 2 as they're coming into turn one. It looks like they're still going to be battling at your top 5 are hanging right there close together, less than a second apart. That second pack, you've got a PJ Luttrell, and he's putting up a fight with Jose in that 20 car as they are coming down through the back stretch. You can see them spreading out, only going 3 wide as they are not fighting for position too much. Everybody is trying to get it calm.
Back here with this 95, 60, and looks like the 80. They were 3 wide just for a few moments. Oh, the 95 got a little bit loose and slides up the track right in front of Richard Gray. They are fighting it out back here. It looks like a hornet's nest, and I definitely wouldn't want to get stung back here because getting wrecked real early can make you use up those fast repairs, and I don't know how many they have tonight. We had 4 last night, so hopefully they have a few that if you do get involved in something, you can recover real quickly.
Yeah, this whole back stack, everywhere from probably about, I'm probably going to say about your top 7 right now are pretty close together. But your top 3 is actually broke away, and 4 through 8 are actually in more of a fight than your top 3 are. But Richard, Drew, and Albert, they are steadily putting up the fight with each other. And I was watching a little bit of Albert's stream, and he's feeling pretty confident about tonight.
Well, Auto Track is one of the better tracks to race at because it's almost full throttle all the way through the corners, and if you notice that a lot of your teammates, kind of stuck together. We got old Derek Welch sitting back here towards the back, and he's along with most of his teammates back here. You got Nathan Stanley back here somewhere as FCDK is shuffling again. So we're gonna possibly see a lot of teamwork or waiting on your team members because draft is a big factor here at this track.
Yeah, draft work, teamwork, and making those tires stay good, as you saw today in the cup race. Your tires mean a lot.
Yeah, they absolutely do, and these two leaders have broke out to a 0.6 second lead over third place of Albert Anderson, running that number 2 Chevrolet, and he has got a little bit of challenge from the 32 of Ricky E. Fungati. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. And look at Jose Riviera. He is up there in the mix, running in the top 5.
Yeah, Jose getting that third place finish last week. He's going to try to severely run off that momentum and make a rebound.
So you got a little bit of battle between PJ and Tristan Sykes. He is working the middle line. I'm sorry, PJ is working the middle line, and Tristan is working that low line. And they are coming out of turn 4. It looks like Tristan has a little bit of run on him. He's got a little bit of help from the 14, but they are starting to lose ground. As we said before, that high line is definitely the dominant line. You got a 31 of Bradley Clay. He is working that outside line too, trying to get around the 00, but 00 is not letting him go very easy. It's still 2 by 2, a couple from 6th on back to 10th.
They're going to be putting up a pretty good fight tonight. I mean, you've got a pretty good amount of laps to go. You've got 100, I think there's 3 sets of tires. I think maybe 2 fast repairs. So
2 fast repairs would definitely do you good here. I did not have to use any last night because there were absolutely no cautions and the wall didn't give me too much damage. So the safer barrier, even if you scrape it, your truck is gonna be okay. The ARCA cars are a little bit more sensitive to damage than these trucks. So we'll see what happens. But I don't foresee, if you scrape that wall, getting too much damage, so you can recover. And we do have 2 stage brakes. I do believe they're at lap 25 and 50.
that is correct. You can see right now riding with the 10 car, Justin Johnson. He's right in the middle of that pack. He's got He's got Derek Welcher right there behind him, part of Lone Star Racing and NTR Racing. So it's going to be interesting to see if any of these teams start working together.
Yeah, Derek Welch has definitely a lot of work to do if he is gonna if he is gonna try to get around these trucks, because they're 2x2. The only way he's gonna do it is take it straight through the middle, take it 3 wide, and see if it sticks. But I don't think he's gonna do that too early. As you can see, the who was that? Who's in the X car? That's Justin Johnson in the X, the number 10.
Right there, we got 27 of Joe Bennett. Normally we call him 00 Joe, but not tonight. He's the 27 of Joe.
Well, still 2x2 going down the backstretch. I see somebody got a little bit out of shape, and who was that? That was I don't know. I think it was a Winn-Dixie truck. The number 60 looks like he went towards the backstretch wall there, but he collected back up real quick, fast, and in a hurry. So it looks like Mr. Holland is the lonely soul out front. He has broke out to a half a second in front of Drew Blaze there in the 30.
I'll tell you what, this pack of cars, Richard, back here from about P11 down to about P18, they are all right there together. And if somebody slips up here, a few in this pack, it's going to be this time if a fast repair.
And to really be honest with you, it goes back further than that, because back here, SDK again. I did not want that driver.
Yeah, it's actually from about.
Yeah, it's back to about 24th. You have them all riding all together.
Yeah, it's spread out a whole lot further than what I counted.
So last night they were able to get about 30 laps to a tank. So they should be fine on fuel unless they reduced the fuel amount.
We're riding right now with spot on with the 25 car of Mr. Bradley Cooper, and I'm kind of let down. I don't think it's the Bradley Cooper I thought it was.
And which Bradley Cooper did you think it was?
The one in The Hangover. But it may be, you never know.
Well, I see our leader is running that low line and holding his own. He's still holding that half a second lead. But we see everybody else, riding that high side, which the high side will save your tires a little bit more. But the leader has chose to, ride towards the bottom. Maybe it's part of his strategy because you're only doing about 45 laps. But he is losing ground to second place. Second place is slowly bringing off some time. So we may see a lead change here in the next couple laps.
Yeah, I'd definitely be saving my tires. My SDK just crashed also.
Yeah, something is going on with SDK because mine is jumping really bad. It shows the leaders in the back and the middle pack up front. So something's going on with SDK tonight. I'm not exactly sure of what it is, but we're going to try to call the race the best way possible. So please just follow along if you can. Back up front, Richard Holland has now lost time to Drew Blaze. Blaze has made up 0.3 seconds to Holland. So yeah, that lead change is probably gonna come pretty soon unless they just ride it out and see how far they can break away from the second pack. The second pack is over almost 5 seconds back. So Albert Anderson, he is 4.2 seconds back from fourth place position, and he has got the rest of the field right behind him.
Yeah, I'm stuck right now on Ricky E, so everybody bear with me some reason.
And they are 3 wide. Who is that? That is going to be The 25, the 95, and the 80. They are 3 wide coming to the tri-oval and headed towards turn 1 with the 48 in tow behind the 25 in that middle lane. And you got Derek Welch on the outside helping the 95 with the draft. 25 is going to be able to clear the 95, and the 48 is going to tuck behind the 80. So they are back to 2 wide racing as of right now. Here comes the 80. He is going to try to get around the 48. 48 going into turn 3, got Derek Welch on the outside, 48 in the middle, and the 80 on the bottom, and 80 is able to make the pass as they're coming down to turn 4, coming to the tri-oval. Sorry about the technical difficulties, folks, but we don't have any control over SDK.
There we go. We are back on it now.
Yeah, mine is showing.
Oh,
we are almost 4 wide. Coming out of turn 2, the 95 just tucked in between, in behind the 27. But they were thinking about taking it 4 wide.
It's a little too early to be doing it, but you know what? Why not?
So back out front now, Drew Blaze is on the bumper of Richard Holland with Ricky E in tow. They are pretty much bumper to bumper. Ricky E is about 0.4 seconds back from Holland, or about 0.3 seconds back from Holland, but they are working on making the pass. Oh,
yeah, and I think we're fixing to see that pass.
Oh, here it goes. Drew looked on the outside coming out of turn 2, and Richard just closed the door on him, and so he dived down to the bottom and made the pass on the inside, and here he goes. We have a new leader as they come out of turn 4, and the 32 is looking to capitalize too. Drew Blaze is looking to try to break the draft from Richard, but it's not working, and they are pretty much nose to tail now, and 32 is now caught up to the back bumper of Richard Holland, so we might see another position change up front here, and they're trying to put Richard back in the 3rd position as they come out of turn 2.
And you got Jose, you can see right there on the edge of the screen, wrapping up your top 4, that they've pretty much just, like you say, in their own zip code right now. But you're going to be having a pretty good battle as we're coming down with about 5 laps to go before we're going to end up stage 1.
Yeah, I think Holland in that 5 truck, I think he just used up his tires right in that bottom, but he is not done yet. He's going to fight with everything he has. Send it, see if it sticks. That's what most people do, and I think that's what he's going to try to do here. He's going to just send it down to the bottom. He's going to work on the inside of the 30 as they come into turn 2. Oh, he slides up just a little bit, but he's able to hold it, and they are side by side as they come down the backstretch. Now, as they fight side by side, that 32 is looking at this battle, and he's deciding who he wants to go with, who is the faster truck. 5 is going to come in turn 3, and he is going to be able to nose out in front of the 30, but is the 30 going to have the momentum as they come out of turn 4? The 5 slides up just a little bit, so the 30 has to slide up just a little bit, and it looks like the 5 is going to carry this lap, but the 30 is still right there side by side.
Yeah, the more they fight for that top 3 positions, the more you've got.
Oh, and we have a caution out.
Justin Johnson took it.
Ooh, and that's right there at the start-finish line. It looks like the 00. Looks like the 00. He sent it down to the bottom. He probably had to check up real good, so he did not hit the wall. 00. 00 doesn't look like he was trying to wreck him, but he did get close up to that bumper, and it did turn him. So our first caution of the night of an incident, so this is probably going to take out the stage break. So pit road is going to be busy here. Now, Jeremy, we've seen, the right sides go away real quick, fast, and in a hurry. They tried to make a 2-tire stop, which did play out for a little while. So do you think we'll see any kind of strategy go on here?
I'm just going to go ahead and gas it up, put the 4 freshmen on. I mean, you're 2 laps from the stage point, or stage break. I believe stages is called off, or pitting is called off within 2 laps of the stage if it's under caution, something on that line. So that's going to be interesting if they're going to have to weigh it out for another 3 more laps, or if anybody's going to try to play in the gray area on the rules and kind of bend them a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. So the 5 was able to maintain the lead. So Richard Holland, if the stage does, play out, under caution, so Richard Holland will be your stage winner. And
that's how it's going to play out.
So that is going to be our stage winner. And Drew Blaze right behind him, and they were fighting it out side by side, So it would have been a fight to the finish as, coming to lap 25 either way. But that would have been a real good battle to watch.
Now remember, guys, anything we say is not official. We do mess up.
Yes, we do. And then we're like, oh no, shouldn't have said it. But I see we do have a new follow, and that came in about an hour ago. That is JR681. We appreciate the follow, my friend. And it looks like 5 was able to beat the 30 off of pit road. So it looks like we had a little. Now, if that's showing correctly, if my SDK is not messing up on me, it looks like Juan stayed out.
Yes, sir. He has stayed out, and he's going to pick him up a couple of bonus laps for leading.
So that's going to be interesting. He may dive into the pits. I mean, he's got a little bit of right side damage, so you can see that he has scraped the wall just a little bit. But I don't think that's going to affect his truck any. But if he does stay out and takes the green, I think this could be part of his strategy. Save all the tires you can, because if they only have 3 sets, 100 laps, oh, no, he's diving in the pits. I was about to say, he's going to save all the tires he can for the end, because it could get crazy. But he's going to dive in the pits, and he's going to take his service. He just wanted those bonus points for leading, and that's going to turn the lead back over to Richard Holland in that number 5 Chevrolet. We had Drew Blaze in the 2nd position, driving that number 30 Toyota. We got Ricky E in the 32 Chevrolet, sitting in 3rd position. We got Jose. I know he's glad to see that caution. Now he can get caught back up to these guys. They were all 4 running together, really well together, and then they got spread out. PJ is going to be in that 5th position, either 5th or 6th, because my SDK just changed a little bit.
Well, I'm going to tell you right there, one that his pit team came in fire was Bradley Rivers. He was able to move up 16 spots off that pit stop. So his team's on point tonight.
Now did he take 2 tires? Let's go see if we can. Do we have a pit strategy?
He is looking at 4. Time shows 4 tires.
Time shows 4 tires. So I got to say, he was on point.
Them Hooters boys are happy with that.
I like Hooters.
What?
Dark Forerunner is following us. Well, we appreciate that follow, my friend. We appreciate you joining in with us here at Auto Club with Numb Thumbs Gaming Truck League. All right, we are back green, and the 5 is in command. He is going to take the green flag. It looks like the 30 was sleeping just a little bit, but the 32 got a good jump right behind the 5. So he is going to take over the 2nd position and leave the 30 in the dust in the third spot with the 20 in tow, and that is going to be Jose Riviera. They are all going to try to battle it out and break away. Oh, the 20 is going to work on the inside of the 30, or at least try to. 30 moves him down just a little bit, so he is going to be on that inside line as they come into turn 3. Coming into turn 3, you got the 5 leading, you got the 32, you got the 20, and 30 and 80 is now coming into the picture, and that is going to be Bradley Rivers. Bradley Rivers wants a piece of the pie. He is up 18 positions from where he started this race. So what a phenomenal job, especially no matter if it was on pit road or not. That was definitely a phenomenal job of getting him out front. Now let's see what he can do.
Yeah, you got Ricky E. He snuck into the P2, and you still got Bradley Rivers there. He's pretty much on the charge, trying to head up to the front.
Yeah, he's got to get around Jose. Jose is not going to let him by easy, I can tell you that. He is going to try to keep that truck where he's at, if not in a higher position. But he's going to work on the inside of the 32 to 80. He's going to drop down behind him and try to help him get around the 32. They're right in the middle lane, and the 32 is on the top lane. Let's see what happens when they go into turn 2. 20 has got a fender on him, but is he going to be able to make the pass with the 32 on the outside? We know the outside has the momentum, but they are going to be door to door as they come into turn 2.
Yes. You can see right there, you got him in that 20 car. He's making a heavy run on that inside.
Oh, wreck on the backstretch. Wreck on the backstretch. 95 was involved. 60 was involved. And our caution is going to be out.
That is going to be the 95 of Jacob Plinkart, who looks like he is going to be the one that pays the price on that. Let's take, if we can take it back with him in the 27. Look like they are pretty close side by side. Yeah, it looks like the 95 came up just a little too much. Thought he may have been clear. Was not clear.
Yeah, he got into that left front fender of the 27 and turned himself. And this track is so hard to judge. I mean, because your spotter is going to say clear, and they were so tight that I bet his spotter said clear, and he wasn't at that time. So we're at lap 28 of 100. We're a little over a quarter of the way done with this race, and we have our second caution. So, Jeremy, what do? You stay out, or you go in and gas it?
I mean, I'm staying out. I mean, if I go in, and actually, I'll take that back. If I go in, I'm filling up with fuel. I ain't taking no tires. I'm going to ride those tires out. I mean, they've barely got, 6 laps on them? So, I mean, it's going to be a waste of a set of tires going in right now because,
And we do have a taker. Mr. Bradley Cooper is going to give up his position, and he is going to go gas his ride up. And, of course, we see the 27 right there. He is going to go use one of his fast repairs. Hate to see that, use it so early. Oh, I see Mark Collins. Yeah, Mark Collins is in there. So definitely an interesting strategy as SDK is jumping around again. Good Lord.
Yeah, Diz Devil out there pulling for the NTR Racing Team and Dark Forerunner. Appreciate the follow.
So no change up front as far as our top 5. I mean, we're still running right where we were. We have Richard Holland still in first. We have Ricky E still in second. We have Jose Riviera in third. Bradley Rivers in fourth. And Drew Blaze is holding fifth.
Jose, he's holding strong in that Storm 20 car. I believe that's what he was wanting. Call it. I don't see our Lightning McQueen out there this week, so.
Well, with him sitting in fourth position, that storm is brewing, and he's just buying his time before he lets it loose. But I give a shout out to Bradley Cooper in that number 25. He is actually up 15 positions from where he started. So you have Bradley Rivers up 19 positions, and then 2 trucks back, you have that 25 up 15 positions. So I'll give a shout out to him for, making up so many positions.
And I'm going to say this right here, that 25 car looks pretty sharp with that paint job, the purple flames on the front. I'm pretty impressed with it.
That is the purple and the green definitely goes well together. Definitely has a nice flow to it. Let's see if I can get a closer look at it. Oh Lord, that's way back there.
I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to see how Richard and Ricky do on this restart. Because we got 70 laps to go, and we've only had 2 cautions.
Well, Derek Welch has made it up, the bearded wonder himself. He is riding around in that 9th position. He is looking for a better finish than he had last night. He actually got a penalty on pit road last night, so he did not finish out in the ARCA series that good. I mean, I think he finished in the top 10, but he is looking to finish a little bit better than he did last night. That 48 truck of Zeth Holly, he ran a pretty good race last night as well, but they both did not get the greatest finish, but they got a good finish. So he's looking for a little bit better finish.
Okay, right now
and we are back green.
The 25 Bradley Cooper, so we're going to get a good little battle of this front four right here as we're going into turn one.
Well, they are back green, and the 5 chose to go to the outside and get right up in front of the 32. And now he dives back down to the bottom as they come into turn 2. And he's going to slide that truck right up to the wall, pretty much leaving Jose out to dry. Jose has no help. He has the 30 truck a little bit further back, but the 80 is going to cut to the inside and try to overtake the 32, which he's able to nose out in front of him. But how long can he hold the momentum on the bottom line? Is he going to be able to make the slide job? I don't know, but he does have a little bit of help. Here comes Jose, but Jose slides up to the high side and leaves Bradley the Rivers down on the bottom all by himself. But here comes the 25 also. Bradley on the bottom. Let's see if they can make the moves that they need to. 5 dives down to the bottom also.
Yeah, that 5 car just slowed that momentum down. You had both Bradleys on the inside, and they were making up progress, but, you had Richard. He got down just a little bit, just enough to slow him down and kind of keep that momentum from the high side. And you still got Ricky and Jose up there on the top trying to make it work, as Jose has just got hung out to dry a little bit. But 25 of Cooper is sliding up, and these top 5 right here, they are not helping each other, none whatsoever.
A little bit further back in 9th position, you got Zeth Holly. He is trying to work on the back bumper of that 99 truck of Tristan Sykes. 48 right in the middle line. Derek Welch is going to work on the outside of the 48, but he is going to allow the 48 to tuck back in on the high side, and they're going to, I guess, work at it together. Kind of a odd couple.
Well,
not his teammate.
Richard, odd couples make good couples, so they may have something work in the marriage right there. Well, we've already been fired once this week. Why not make it twice in a row?
that was so epic. Derek was so mad. But he's a champ. He took a April Fool's joke like a champ, and we got rehired.
I'll tell you what, right now, since we've got some pretty close racing right now, I'm gonna just crank it up just a little bit.
I like that idea. I like the way you think. Do it to it. All right, we are back. We always love to crank it up for you guys. We love to hear the horsepower. But we have a battle going back here. We have a battle going on between the 00, the 48, the 1, the 19. we have like a 6-truck battle going on, and they cannot make up their mind of who is going to take the position. You got the 48 on the inside. You got the 00 on the outside. You got Derek Welch riding a little bit higher, trying to get a little bit more momentum so he can get around that 00. But they have not been able to make up any ground, but it's definitely exciting to watch as they come down the backstretch. They are 4 on the outside and 2 on the inside, all trying to battle for the same real estate.
Yeah, you got the 19. It looks like he's going to be the one that throws it a Hail Mary on that one, looking to put it 3 wide.
Oh, yeah, he was looking in the middle of those two, between the 48 and the 1. He was definitely looking in the middle, but they closed that door real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Oh, the 48! Oh, there it is! The 1948 get together! And they both ate dirt on that one right there.
It looks like it wasn't too drastic of a... actually, we was on that one when it happened.
Yeah. It looks like the 48 came up just a little bit, and I will stop it right there. It looks like, yeah, he maybe came up for a little bit of a side draft, and, yeah, got together.
It don't look like there was too much damage done, so I don't see it as suffering too much.
You know, to be honest with you, I mean, that looked like more of a little bit of a net code issue, because I don't believe they touched really. Get a little bit better look.
And
Well, maybe.
Honestly, it don't. I mean, it looks like they did get a little close to each other.
Yeah, that may have been a little bit of a net code, because it doesn't look like they really touched. But yeah, you're right. Very minimal damage to the 48 and the 19, so they're definitely going to be able to recover. I don't think they need to use a fast repair for that. So all right, going back live. So that's lap 39. We're at lap 39 of 100, so almost halfway there. We've had a lot of exciting races going on. Definitely not a caution-free race like we saw last night, and it looks like we had a little bit of a change in the top 3. We still have the 5 of Richard Holland leading. We still have the 32 of Ricky E riding in second. We have Jose up to 3rd and Bradley up to 4th.
Well,
Bradley Cooper.
You want right now. This 25 Bradley Cooper here is looking pretty impressive. You know, I ain't seen much of him on the circuit. I believe
Circus?
this is Animals are loose. I believe this is his first race with us at Num Tum Gaming.
Well, if this is his first race, we definitely want to welcome him and tell him he is doing a great job out here leading the race, as we see somebody is getting their lap back. Taking the wave around.
You can see right there, he's looking down the backfield. You've got Richard, Ricky, Jose, Bradley, Drew, Derek, John, Tristan, and Stan. And I'm pretty sure Stan's trying to get hooked up with his teammate, Bradley Rivers, up there towards the front.
Look at Derek Welch has moved up to the 7th position. We got Drew Blake still riding around in 6th position. I'm wondering what has happened to his truck. I mean, he had a very fast truck, or if he is just hanging out. What you think?
I think he's just hanging. I think he's hanging and saving. I mean, you got 60 to go. The last pit was on 22.
Yeah, but you have a stage coming up at lap 50.
I'm just going to ride it out to lap 50. I mean, he got good stage points on stage 1, so, I mean, I ain't going to too much worry about stage 2.
Well, see, I want it all, so I'd be worried about stage 1, stage 2, and the finish. I want it all. Looking at that Ford truck of John Osborne, you know, he is up 17 positions according to SDK. Hopefully that's right.
That's correct.
But it looks like he's got a little bit of front end damage. But he is doing a very good job of riding, you know, made it up to the 8th position. Doing a very good job.
Yeah, that's how most cores look. They look kind of crunkled.
That 82 looks nice and shiny. He is up 10 positions. That is Stan Carnathan. And we have the 10 of Justin Johnson. He is riding right behind Stan in that number 10 truck, and he is down 5 positions. So could be a strategy he is playing. But it looks like we are about ready to go back green, and Mr. Holland has the control, and he is off. He tried to get out and jump. He jumped to start pretty dang good, but the 32 got a pretty good start also. We're going to see the 20 ride up the track and get behind the 32 as the 5 dives down below and leaves the 32 a little bit higher than he is, but they're all going to slide up to the wall, and they are 3 wide. You got the 80, you got the 20. They are almost door to door, and you got the 25 that he wants to play too.
Yeah, right here, you got 8 laps before that stage coming in, and right here is where we're going to see if anybody's going to give and take.
I think it's going to be more take than there is give. You're going to have to take every position that you get, and we saw the 80 make that pass. One looked like he had to check up just a little bit, so he did not spin the 80. So that's good awareness by by him. And you got the 30 of Drew Blaze. He is all over the back bumper of that 20 truck. So the 20 grew out.
Get into each other.
Oh my goodness, we were on that. I believe we were on that. Let's go back and take a look at that.
Cam with the 25 when that went down.
So it was between the 30 and the 20. Oh no, yeah, you're right. The 30 had a good view of what happened. 20, I don't know if the 20 came down, or the 25 came up just a little bit, or it was a little bit of both.
Well, I can hear the 25 letting off just a little bit. So, with the way those tires goes, he may not have had the angle he wanted, but you had a few towards the back that got caught up in that.
I'll tell you what, Drew Blaze did a heck of a job doing evasive maneuvers and not getting involved in that. So he's going to move up 1 position from where he was currently at. Or maybe 2.
Hopefully he'll still have a fast repairs. He got a good T-bone right there from I think it was the 32.
Well, like we said, it's the end of the stage, so anything is bound to happen. But a lot. And that is Logan McNeil.
Garrick Welch was involved in that one. Logan McNeil. We're going to ride. Let's see if we can get it. We're actually going to ride with the 45 of Mark Collins, as he's got a pretty good angle too.
Uh-oh. It looks like Derek had to tow it. So it looks like Derek is in jeopardy of going another lap down.
You can see it. Mark Collins sees it. He's coming out of 3. And yeah. 20 got popped and got sent back right up in front of him. If that had happened, the 45 would have had a clear shot at it.
This 66 truck of Paul, you know, he is up 10 positions from where he started.
And his truck looks rather clean.
Absolutely. '95 is up 9 positions from where he started. And Nathan Stanley in that 67 truck, I have not said his name tonight, so I'm going to make sure I say it. But he is up 13 positions from where he started in that RC Cola number 67.
He's got that fancy throwback scheme. I like it. RC Cola and a moon pie.
I'll tell you what, we've seen a few going through the tri-oval, tearing up that grass somewhat. So I'm pretty sure the G&H would love to have that business.
Yes, they absolutely would. You know, that is actually one of the best lawn care services I've ever had. He was always on time. He told you, okay, I'm going to come on this date and this date. Never had to reschedule. Always was there when he was supposed to be. So, like I said, if you're here in the Salem or Lee County area, definitely look G&H Lawn Service up and give Caleb your business. He definitely deserves it. He does a great job and treats your lawn like it is his own.
We've got the lights of the pace truck is off, so that means one thing.
We about to go back green.
So it looks like Bradley Rivers is up 21 spots now, riding in the second position. Now, I wonder if they've got the fives restarts down. Now, it looks like he has not been restarting in the same place every time. So they're really going to have to be on the ball here as when the five goes, or he can break out, to a heck of a lead. So you got the 80 and the 25 on the outside. You got the 5 and the 32 on the inside, along with the 30 and the 4.
Yeah, we've seen that 5 on these restarts, and he's been on point. But I think he may have a challenge right now with Bradley.
I believe so. And we are about to go green, and they're off. Well, it looks like that we had a little bit of a wiggle out of 32, and Bradley did not get the best restart that he was hoping for. So that's going to allow the 32 and the 5 just to break away a little bit, and we are already almost 3 wide. It looks like the 30 wants a piece of the action. He's going to be on the inside, the 80 on the outside. The 25 is trying to get the momentum to get back up towards the front, but he's not going to be able to do it. They are all going to ride that high line with the momentum and the draft from the front too, and leave the 30 on the inside. So we are going to have to see how this plays out. Is the 30 going to be able to make any moves as they go into turn 3? I don't believe so. It looks like the 80 is going to prevail and take his position back, at least to the third position. And he is going to work on the 32 and the 5. Looks like he's going to try the high side. Let's see if the 32 shuts the door. No, he doesn't. He is going to work on the 5 on the outside. As they go into turn 1, looks like the 5 is still going to be your leader. For those of you on the radio, this looks like a last lap battle between the top 5. 80 was able to get back into the second position, and he is going to work on the bumper of the 5. 5 goes down low. 80 stays up top, riding just a little bit higher than the 5, but now he's going to duck back behind him to get the momentum from the draft. And is he going to be able to juke him? He's going to go to the inside. Here he comes. Here comes the 5. Here comes the 80. Here comes the 32. 80 was able to take that lap, but Rivers is going to fight right back as they go into turn 1. 5 still on the outside. Is he going to be able to make the pass with the momentum that he has? 5 has got a fender on him as they come out of turn 2 on the backstretch. What do you see, Jeremy?
I'm going to tell you right now, Richard and Bradley, neither one of them have took the gloves off, and they are throwing punches heavy as they're coming down the backstretch, going into turn 3 and 4. And right now, you got Ricky, who's looking and debating on putting it 3 wide. As he's staying low down, opting to stay behind the 80 car, but you've got the 30 of Drew Blaze and the 25, both of Bradley Cooper, who's brought herself into the picture.
There is
the stage break.
Yep. So the 5 was able to grab another stage win with the 80 in tow. 80 definitely did give him a good fight, but he was not able to capitalize and take that top spot. So the 80 is going to, grab second place points. Not bad considering he is 21 positions from where he started. So what a great run by Bradley Rivers. the 32 was putting up a fight also. He was looking to take a 3 wide, so he's going to grab third in stage 2. Drew Blaze still riding up in that top 5. He grabbed 4th place. And Bradley Cooper, to wrap up your top 5, he is in the 5th position, up 16 spots from where he started this race. So great job by all these big movers. Another one, John Osborne. He is up 16 positions. He finished in the top 5 as far as in stage 2. So great job by these guys. Couldn't ask for a better race. A little bit of action going on, a few door bangs here and there, but nothing really major. So we're probably going to see a busy pit road.
I'm going to tell you, we had 25 laps, 1 caution amongst it. 25 more, 1 caution amongst it. They fixing to have to do 50 laps. And we're actually going to see how it's going to play out.
Well, that means if there's no caution, they're going to have to make a pit stop. So are you going to pit early before the leader, or are you going to pit after the leader? So I have good tires at the end, or have bad tires, at the end. So that's definitely going to be a decision that we're going to have to wait and see what these guys decide. Oh, Lord. I can. So, Holland, Ricky, the 30 of Drew Blaze, and Justin Johnson, Tristan Sykes, have all decided they're going to go put some fresh, 4 fresh feel goods and top off with some go-go juice. A few people that did not pit was the 27 of Joseph Bennett. Tom Barish is up 28 positions from where he started in that number 55 Chevrolet. Brian Tiffany is up 11 positions. He elected not to pit. And those are going to be your top 3. So after pit cycles, those are going to be your top 3 unless they decide to pit.
Joe Bennett and Brian Tiffany, they both look like they went at lap 39, and Tom looks like he went in at lap 44, so they're on a little bit fresher tires, so.
And it looks like Richard Gray is trying to get one of his laps back, possibly?
It's very well.
I see him running up there with the leaders, so he is not currently on the lead lap. And I see Mr. Derek Welch. He is back there on the track. He is 2 laps down, but if we have any more cautions, we might see him get the waiver on. But with the leaders that did not pit, even though they just came out, they are not going to be able to get the lucky dog or get a waiver round because the leaders did not pit.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting as it's fixing to really third actual wreck caution, and then you've got 2 with stage cautions, which is at our 5th caution. So, I mean, they're going to have to pull 47 laps. And we're going to see how actual racing breaks out.
So, the 55 to 27 and the 35, you said they pitted all at lap 39. So, they're going to try to split this last bit of these 58 laps?
Yeah, they're going to try to stretch it. I don't know if those tires are going to let them go that long. They'd put them right at 60 laps on tires.
Well, and also, I would base it off of what I've seen at my last tire change. So if I did not see, a lot of wear on my tires, yeah, I think that's a pretty darn good call. You're not going to fall back too far, but pitting a little bit earlier might put you out front later. Unless a caution comes out.
And that might be what they're banking on.
Yes. So, the pace truck is about to dive off, and we have our new leader. That is going to be Joseph Bennett. Let's see how he does on the restart. And he is off. He got a really good start.
Oh, that high side
did not
check
go.
up. That high
So
side gone.
Yeah, the 55 was definitely sleeping, and Joseph Bennett was able to break out. He has broke out to a 0.4 second lead over the 35, but don't look now, but here comes Bradley Rivers. He's got those 4 freshies, and he is about to be working on the 35. As you see, he came out of turn 2 like a rocket with the 25 right behind him, not too far away. And he is already going to go challenge for the lead. He dives to the inside, and he is able to take the lead as they are coming out of turn 4. So the old tires may not have been the best way to go, but we're going to have to see how this plays out, because Bradley Rivers, 22 positions from where he started. And here comes the 25. He's going to work on the inside of the 35 and the 27 also, and he is going to try to take that second position. So we got Bradley Cooper and Bradley Rivers riding in your top 2 spots as of right now. Joseph Bennett is going to be able to fight back with the draft on the outside. He's got the 35 working with him. Are these teammates? I believe they are. I believe these two, the 25 and, the 27 and the 35 are going to be teammates, and they are going to be nose to tail, and they let the 25 right around on that bottom side with those 4 fresh tires, and the 25 is going to dive in front of the 5, slow down his momentum as they come into turn 2. They are going to fight it out side by side. Cooper, Holland, coming out of turn 2, who is going to be able to keep their position, and they're going to be side by side as they come into turn 2.
Yeah, your top 5 are still putting on a pretty good fight right now. Pretty close fight together, so it's, I mean, you got the 80 of Rivers who's actually pulling away a little bit, but that's what happened when you had the 5 and 25 fight for that B2 3 position.
Yeah, but don't look down. You got Stan Carnathan right there in 4th position. He has worked his way up 16 spots within the last 58 laps. So great job by him, and here comes the 4 up 20 spots. That's John Osborne. He is working himself into the top 5. He's trying to get around Joseph Bennett and the 35 of Brian Tiffany. He's trying to work his way around to grab that top spot. He does have fresh tires, and the 27-35 do not. Still working on the inside as they come out of turn 4. Joseph Bennett's working hard on that outside with his teammate in tow, and he's not going to be able to make the pass as they go into turn 1.
Yeah, I'm still a little shook up from that restart. I don't know if 55 might have spun the tires, him not having the pits, or what had happened on that one, but that whole high side just, he put a major choke on everybody. That's pretty much was a odd number all the way back to about 16th.
Well, I don't know if people are too happy about the 27-35 staying out, because they are making it almost impossible to pass. The 32, Ricky, he was out in front, almost leading this thing, and now he is back in the 8th position, and, he is trying to get around Bennett and Tiffany also. So they're making it a little bit tough for them to get around, and they are making them work that bottom line, so they're going to eat up their tires quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Well, we was watching that battle back there around P7, 8, and 9. Richard was able to snag the lead back away from Bradley. But I believe that kind of may be a plan, is he's trying to get Stan close to him where they can hook up as them being teammates.
Well, if that's the plan, that's a pretty good plan, but how long are you going to wait for your teammate to catch up? Because he is almost 0.8 seconds back. Unless he makes up a little bit of ground on 3rd position, I don't know. He's going to have to make up some ground quick, fast, and in a hurry before these trucks get linked up really nose to tail and leave him behind. I got to give it to this Jacob Clinchart. Hopefully I said that name right. He is up 16th position. We have a lot of people that started in the back now up front. So with strategy, racing hard, staying out of trouble, they have worked themselves all the way up to the front, and we have in the top 6, one that's 19, one that's 16, another 16, 18, and 21 positions from where they started. So a lot of guys up front that have moved from all the way in the back.
Yeah, and a lot of that's got to do with the those cautions coming out and some not pitting.
Well, it definitely worked out, and we got a little bit of battle. The 35 is definitely losing a lot of positions, and now so is the 27. Oh, they are. The 32 came down and almost got into the 2. He had to turn to the right just a little bit, which you don't never see that going into a left-hand corner. But he had to turn to the right just a little bit, so he did not get into the 2 truck, as he is going to pass the 2 of Albert Anderson try to pass the 2 truck on the outside. And that is going to be Albert Anderson. He is sitting in the 7th position, and
Albert just had to let off of it a little bit. He looks like he took the turn just a little too hot.
yeah, they are 3 wide. You got the 19 on the inside, the 2 in the middle, and the 00 on the outside. And with the 27, with the older tires right in front of them all, but they are able to hold it together. Now you have the 00 in the middle of the 19, the 27, and the 31.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that 00 of PJ, he is probably holding on to that steering wheel pretty tight as they was going 3 wide and he was stuck in the middle.
I got to give it to Joe Bennett, man. He is making them old tires work for him. You know, it may not have been the best strategy call, but it is definitely still working. As you know, he has dropped 8 positions. You know, but he's still out there fighting hard and pretty much keeping up with these guys. He's not much slower. As they go 3 wide again.
Yeah, that 2 trucks trying to push that 27 to catch up with that 19 and give it a little bit of breathing room for that inside. Because, I mean, like you said, they're sitting about 5 or 6 deep. And, well, everybody's finally went down single file, so I guess everybody got tired of fighting and wasting those tires. And it might just turn into an interesting battle right here between the 2 and the 27.
Got another little battle between Juan in that 22 truck and the 60, and he was able to make the pass for the 14th position. And this is really we talked a little bit about Juan. Oh, the 35 is in the wall, and it has grabbed him and not let go. He's going to lose a lot of spots.
The 4 is in the infield.
Oh no!
So we'll see what
SDK.
happens. Caution is not out. Looks like
Yeah,
the 4 and the 95 back towards the back. Yeah, they got into each other a little bit, and the 4 cleared over the 95. It looks like there's not going to be a caution brought out on that one.
I think that one, if iRacing did not bring it out, that will be at race control's discretion, and he may be reviewing that. But we still got a little bit of battle going on between Juan, the 27 of Joseph Bennett, and we have Chad McNeil in that 60 truck trying to work his way around Joseph Bennett. So the 27 is dropping like a fly. That was my thoughts exactly. All right, riding back out front, you have the 5 and the 80 riding nose to tail, and you have the 25 and 82 battling it out side by side as they go into turn 1. 82 on the inside, 25 on the outside. Is the 82 going to be able to make the pass? No, he's not, but he's going to lose a lot of ground being on the inside as we see the inside line just starting to fade away. So the outside line is going to be the more dominant line to run as of right now, as this track has been changing on these drivers and making it a little bit more difficult to pass on older tires on the bottom line. So like I said, the 5 and the 80 are still nose to tail. No position has changed there. I think they are just trying to break away and battle it out between themselves, later on during the race. But The 25 is not too far back. He's about a half a second back from the 80 of Bradley Rivers. Stan Carnathan is still trying to hang in there. He has lost a little bit of ground as he is about 0.5 seconds back from our third place. So he is trying to hang in there, trying to catch a little bit of draft, but he may end up losing it if he doesn't find some way to make up some of this ground. 32 truck of Ricky E. He is still hanging around in the top 5. We saw him out front battling with the leaders earlier, but he has fell back and trying to make up some ground, but 5 seconds away from the top 4. That's going to be a lot of ground to make up, so maybe he might be able to use a pit strategy and make up some of that time. Oh, the caution is out. And it looks like, let's see if we can go back and see what happened. As SDK is not giving me an indicator of what happened. So, Tristan Sykes. Yeah, it's not even showing him. I can't even click on him. Not giving me any footage of him.
Yeah, the 27 and the 99 getting at each other is going to bring out that caution right there of Tristan Sykes and the 27 of Joe Bennett, whose tires are apparently beginning to play a factor here.
Oh, he finally came back in, or yeah, he must have blinked out because I have no footage of. Oh, there it is. For a little while, there was no footage of it. So the 99 and 27 got into each other. 99 looks like he slid up the track, and yeah, that just did not work. So the 27 and the 99 took a ride, and hopefully they still have a fast repair. So pit road is going to definitely be busy. I think everybody's going to take their last set of tires. With 29 laps to go, they'll probably have about 27 laps to go. And Aim Bolts, we appreciate that follow. Give you a little bit of a shout out there. We always appreciate anybody that likes and follows us. So we'll probably have about 27 laps to go. Everybody's going to be on fresh tires. Some people may have a set of tires left. So we'll have to see how all this plays out at the end. If a caution were to come in, grab that last new set of tires and have the freshest tires on the field. As Richard Holland was able to keep that top spot with Bradley Cooper in that number 25 of 19 positions from where he started. He's going to be in second. Bradley Rivers in the number 80 Hooters truck. He is going to be in third, so he is going to start right behind our leader, depending on if the leader takes the high line or the low line. We have seen him select the low line so far all night. So he may or may not change that up just a little bit.
Well,
we have
actually probably going to see about 28 laps of some hard green flag racing right here. I mean, it's about the length of a stage break. So Richard's going to have his hands full because he's got Bradley and Bradley both going to be right there behind him.
So we have a few guys back there that are still showing a lap or so down. I figured Derek would have took the waiver round and got one of his laps back, so that way if a caution did come out, he would be, if he were in the lucky dog spot, he would get his lap back and finish on the lead lap. But he elected to go in and take fresh tires. Bye. All right, the lights on the pace truck are out. We are getting ready to go back green with about 28 laps to go. You have the 5 on the outside, 25 on the, or I'm sorry, 5 on the inside, 25 on the outside. You got 80 right behind the 5. He elected to take the 5, elected to take the low line once again. So you have the 80 restarting in third position right behind the 5, and you have the 32 on that top line in fourth.
I'm going to watch, and on this restart, I'm going to see how quick the 80 and the 82 can get hooked up. I mean, them two have been making some moves this whole race, and they get hooked up together. I think you're going to see a chance of that Eon Motorsports right there. I hope I said that right. Eon Motorsports team making some moves.
Well, we are about to see as they are about to take the green flag. Green flag is out, and none of them were sleeping this time. It looks like the third row back was sleeping just a little bit as they gapped them just a tiny bit. The 5, the 80 on the bottom, the 25, the 32 on the top. But the 5 is going to prevail in the top position as they are riding the low line. We're going to see him slide up towards the top, towards that wall, and kind of slow the momentum down on the 25. 80 trying to fight on the inside, trying to get back to the second position when we saw him last time. But he's going to have his hands full of the 25 of Bradley Cooper. And the 32, they're kind of leaving him out to dry on that high line.
Yeah, no, I really wouldn't be too worried about it. He's running the high side. He's running the preferred line.
They're running 3 wide right behind them.
Yeah, they're making the show right there.
Oh, yeah, that was 3 wide, 31, 95, and 82. Riding it 3 wide, and they made it work. They held it as they were coming into turn 1 and 2. Sorry, Jeremy, go ahead.
Yeah, you've got the 32. We was talking about him riding on the high side. I mean, you've got less than 30 to go. The high side is the preferred line on saving the tires. So he may sacrifice a little bit of position just to stay high and have tires right there where they need to be towards the end.
Yeah, and the way this, I would say, the way this 95 truck is looking, he is looking really strong as he is making up a lot of ground on these top 4s. He wants a piece of the pie too. He has gapped, Stan Carnathan in the 82 truck, so we might see him try to move his 95 Chevrolet up towards the front. I know he's got a sniff of that draft.
DEP is out there. He actually caught what I said about having full hands on the Hooters.
We're not supposed to talk like that on public radio.
It's a trucker radio. I'm pretty sure it's going to be approved.
Yeah, they're probably out there. Grab them Hooters. No. Well, the 95 has caught up with the 32. He does have the draft. Now let's see if he can make up any ground. He is up 17 positions from where he started.
You've got Stan sitting right back there in P6. He sees his teammate up there in between two, but he does not look like he can get any kind of help from anybody to catch up.
Well, I'll tell you what, I feel bad for Bradley Rivers. He is the only Ford in the top 6. You have 5 Chevrolets, 2 Toyotas, and your nearest Ford, at least manufacturer teammate, is in 9th position. So you're the lonely Ford fighting a bunch of Chevrolets and Toyotas. You got your hands full. And he has given it all she has with 24 laps to go. She's given it all she has. He just tucks it up in front of the 32, cuts him off. So the 32 had to dive down to the inside. And the 32 is going to try to make it work on the inside as they come into turn 3 and 4.
And you know what? I made a comment earlier, and I'm going to have to actually retract my comment. The McQueen car was not here. He is here. He is in the 95. It did not dawn on me. He is rolling a Mater-looking scheme. So I've got to retract my statement on what I said earlier about the 95 not being in the race tonight.
Yeah, it did not dawn on me either. But shout out to look at this 80 battling on the inside and 25 on the outside, 80 on the inside, and they were pretty much door to door, so close you couldn't slide a piece of paper in between them, at least from my angle, it looked like. But the 80 is going to continue to fight on the inside until he's able to make that pass, and we might try to see him do a little bit of a slide job. But the 5 is giving the 25 all the draft he wants. Like I said, being the lonely Ford up in the top of a bunch of Chevrolets, I don't think you're going to get much help.
Yeah, you're talking about a piece of paper going through there. It's like the old saying we have down here, or up here, you finer than a frog's hair. You couldn't fit a frog's hair in between those two right there.
That's an interesting statement.
And it's a Hoopties ride. DEP is correcting me on that. And unfortunately, DEP was someone that was innocent bystander of the April Fool's joke that we done SBRN. So that was a pretty interesting one itself. So welcome back, DEP.
Man, I feel so bad after that because I couldn't tell if DP was serious or not. And I was looking at the timeline. Man, I was trying to do some investigative work. Like, is this shit serious? What the hell? But it was a good April Fool's joke. I hope y'all had fun on April Fool's Day as we did. So we had a lot of good laughs. So the top 6 are still battling it out. One lonely Ford against 5 Chevrolets. And it looks like the Chevrolets are the 4th, 5th, and 6th are trying to figure out where they want to be. They still have a lot of, quite a few laps to go. They still have 20 laps to go. So right now, I would just ride it out and then fight it out later because you want everybody else to use up what they have and you have the better tires. But they're just going to fight it out. You have the 95 and 82 going at it as the 95 loses a position to the 82.
And
Great job by him.
You know what? We're taking it back just a little bit to the P17 position, and you've got about a good little 5-car battle going on back here, consisting of John Osborne, Logan McNeil, Justin Johnson, Tristan Stikes, and Nathan Stanley. They are putting on a showing back there in the back.
Yeah, they definitely are putting on a showing. Sorry, my wife was talking to me for just a second. And it's good to see the 4th truck still out there battling. He's riding around in the 4th position. He is working on the 66 of Paul. And he's on the inside of Paul. He's going to go into turn 3. He's going to be ride down to the bottom. And let's see if he can make that slide job and take away that position. No, he's not going to be able to get there. But the 10 is coming into the picture. He's going to try to give the 66 a little bit of help unless the Ford decides he wants to get up and go too. You got two Fords working on one Chevrolet. Back here for the 14th position. And the Chevrolet is not going to give it up that easy. Back up front here, you still have Richard Holland. He's still in that lead. He has led almost this whole thing. And the Hooters truck dives to the inside. The 25 hit the wall just a little bit, got out of shape, but was able to collect it real fast and in a hurry. So the 80 is going to be able to get to the back bumper. 25 did not look happy about that. Almost a wreck. 25 did not look happy about that, so he got on the back bumper of the 80 and rode that back bumper and got a little bit out of shape again, and then 82 got into the 25's back bumper. So it could have been catastrophic right there with 17 to go. Still up front, no change. You got the lonely Toyota of Albert Anderson. He is riding around into 7th position. He has nobody to battle. He is about 2 seconds away from the leaders, and car right behind him is going to be Drew Blaze, and he's got Mike Fay all over the back bumper of his Toyota. So he's looking to maybe go down another position. The 48 has also come into the mix, and that is Seth Hawley. He is looking to advance on the 19. If he can get back to the back bumper, he's going to slide up to the wall, maybe use a little bit of that draft and try to take him on the inside. We've seen the inside work just a little bit until the tires wear out, and then it's all highline from there.
You know, I saw the 82 trying to get his move in, and I thought he was going to get up behind the 80 and give his teammate a little help.
I thought so too, but nope. Didn't happen. The 95 looks like he is falling off just a little bit, unless he is saving what he has. And you know what? To be honest with you, that rustic look that he has on that truck, I love that look. So DEP, if you did that, that is an awesome job.
We're going to go through the field for a little bit and see how that battle back there towards the back that we had with Nathan Stanley and John Osborne and Tristan Sykes. They're putting a pretty good race together there. At 25, we don't know where they're sitting on the incident points, but hopefully he will not be DQ'd tonight on points.
We got some green flag pit stops going on at lap 14, with 14 to go. We have the 2, we have the 66. We have quite a few, the 00 and the 60 all on pit road.
Now these guys right here, they're probably banking on pitting right now. They're being a caution because you're gonna have 14 to go, and these last few laps are gonna get real. What's the word? Real
hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that statement because, I mean, we seen it up front, between the 82, the 25, and the 80. They reached out and touched each other just a little bit. And, it almost got hectic up front between these top 5.
Yeah, their last pit stop was at lap 70. So, I mean, it's going to come down to seeing if they can stretch it out. Real lonely. Real way, Cody. He's saying go Outcast Motors 1, 2, and 4.
Outcast Motors 1, 2, and 4. All right, we'll see how that plays out. If it, I don't know that Bradley Rivers and that lonely Ford up here, he might have something to say about that.
Yeah, if Outcast can do that finish, they'll close up the lead. Yep, that's going to be Rick, Richard, and Bradley. Rick had a podium last week, so he may be looking to bring the rest of Outcast. Remember from that interview that's making a statement. You got the leaders at 5 and 25 pitting.
Yeah, Rick just got off of pit road. He just made his pit stop, and he is out and away. So that's going to relinquish the lead over to Bradley Rivers and Stan Carnathan. They did elect to stay out, so let's see how long they stayed out. Now, did the 80 sit back and save fuel? Did he save enough? Oh, there's oh my goodness.
And
there it
is. I'm not 100% sure on what happened.
So 15 on back is a lap down, so they're going to stay out. But yeah, it looks like let me see
This
here.
is going to be a major shakeup. I saw the caution be thrown, but I'm not for sure. See if we can find somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not seeing.
Yeah, SDK has not been updating us on people wrecking like it should. Maybe it needs an update.
I have not a clue.
Oh, I see it. Hold on. I'll tell you where it's at, and let me get a closer view of whoever that is. Oh, crap. Looks like this 67, maybe? Where's he at?
67, Nathan Stanley.
May have been him. So, yes, it was him in the 99. It started with the 31. So 31 was on the inside of the 99. It looks like the 99 or the 31 went up the track just a little bit. Yeah, it looks like the 31 went up the track just a little bit. Got into the back of the 99, spun the 99, and Nathan Stanley was right there, had nowhere to go. I tell you, one person that was lucky on that, and that was Derek Welch. He turned to the left real quick, fast, and in a hurry to get out of the way of that, and the 99 went up instead of down, so that was pretty good on his part. So that's gonna. And I'm showing that Tom Barris just crashed. What happened there?
SDK is acting a little whack tonight, but I'm gonna tell you what, it's coming down to less than 10 to go in this green. You got people that was in pit road. It's gonna be a lap down. This is going to be interesting to see if Stan and Bradley how they play this out.
So as of right now, it's showing the 95 as the leader. So it looks like the 00 there and the 48 and the 31 are going to get their lap back, and that's going to put the lead to the 95 of Clinkhart. Mr. Jacob. 25 is showing in second position. Richard Holland in that 5 truck. He is showing in third, so he lost 2 positions, going into the pits.
Yeah, but you got to think now, they've got about their tires 3 laps fresher. So they've got a little bit more where they can drive a little bit harder. But you've got Jacob, Bradley, and Richard that they're going to have to hold on to this. I mean, you're going to be 7 to go when we go green.
Now, this is what they're banking on. They're banking on the stack up and the battling hard. So they're banking on another caution to come out. With the 95 being able to control the restarts, he is going to have the advantage. And I'm riding on that Wonder Bread truck, that number 12 of Logan McNeil. I love that truck.
I wonder if he's got him a line or a cougar in there with him.
Definitely a good looking paint scheme right there.
If y'all don't know that reference, y'all don't need to be watching racing.
He's got a little bit of the Ford racing on it and integrated with the Wonder Bread paint scheme. He definitely, if he had it done, they did a great job. If he did it, then he did a great job. So nice looking truck for Logan McNeil.
I'm going to tell you what, we talked about being on one Ford earlier in the top 10s. Well, we've only got one Toyota sitting up there now, and that's going to be Drew Blaze.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of help back there in 10th position. But he's a few trucks back, and now the Fords have come to play. You got 4 Fords and 4 Chevrolets and 2 Toyotas up in the top 10. So definitely evened out the playing field a little bit for the Fords. And the 95 is off. He gets a pretty good jump on the 25. You got the 80 right behind the 25. He is looking to get around quick, fast, and in a hurry. You don't want to let this 95 get too far ahead of you because he knows how to drive. He can drive this truck on the older tires. I think if the opportunity prevails, he can hold the lead. As you see the 25, the 80 gets a little bit loose on those fresher tires. And he turns it sideways, but he's able to collect it, and that's going to allow the 30 to catch up to his back bumper as they are going down the back stretch. They are nose to tail. You have the 95, you have the 80, you have the 30 on the outside, you have the 25 looking to take the lead. He might try to slide job here. Coming out of turn 4, he is going to take it. So the 95 has given up the lead, but he's going to try to fight right back. 95 is on the bumper of the 25, and he's going to be forced down to the inside of the 25, and he's going to try the low line also. You got the 80 trying to help out the 95, but what's going to happen? Is he going to be able to make this slide job like the 25 did to him? No, he's going to lose a little bit of momentum, and he slides up the track right in front of the 25, and that's going to slow that top line down, and that's going to allow the 80 to maybe get door to door as they go around the end of turn 3. Turn 3, 80 on the bottom, 95 on the top. 95 has the older tires, but he is holding his own.
Well, I'm going to tell you right 95. There, Richard, 80 just made a hell of a move taking it to the inside on those tires the way he did.
Oh, yeah, they are 3 wide right behind third position. Oh, no, they backed out a little bit, but the 30 was in the middle of the 25 and the 82. But yeah, they are holding their own. That 95, like I said, he knows how to drive. 80 is still trying to get around him on the inside lane.
Yeah, you've got that 5 who's trying to figure out who he wants to push, and you can see back there the 10 car, he's trying, or the 30 car, Blaze, he's trying to figure out where to stick it to, and Bradley Rivers is pretty much holding that inside line as he's got his teammate Stan who's locked in behind him. So it is, the 5 into the 95.
The 5 touched the back bumper and turned him around. Don't think that was on purpose. I do believe that was more of he was already getting loose and
more of a draft run, I'm going to say, on that one.
Yeah, that was. So I mean that I definitely do have to call a racing incident because of the fact that he was already getting loose with 4 to go. He was driving that truck as hard as he could. He was holding his own, and the 5 was just right there. So you can't be mad. That was very, very good racing by everybody. But that's going to turn over the lead to the 80 Hooters truck. So what did you say? Both hands on those Hooters? It's going to get wild.
Yeah, that 5 and the 25. Yeah, as you can see, that back end starts getting loose. And the 5 can't get off of it enough.
Yeah, that's why I said I believe that's just going to be a racing incident. I mean, hard racing. That stuff's going to happen. He did not get hit by anybody else. That was the amazing thing. Everybody else was aware of what was going on, so nobody got collected in that, and he did not collect any more damage. So he might be able to go out there and put some force pressures on it. And it looks like he may drop as far as what do you say, 16th?
He's showing right now in 17th, so.
Okay, so 17th, I mean, that's not too bad.
Well, what's going to be interesting now, you're going to have about 2 to go, and you've got teammates sitting side by side, 1 and 2.
That's interesting. Teammates, one driving a Ford and one driving a Chevy.
Well, you know how they do it over there on Turn Down for What?
Yeah.
Any way they want, which makes it pretty good.
Yeah. I believe a team should be whatever manufacturer you want. It shouldn't be. I know everybody loves their Fords and wants to run Ford teams and Chevrolet teams, but I believe, I think you should be able to run with your buddies if they're your buddies, no matter what they drive.
Hey,
so
at least he's in a Chevy with the Wrangler throwback look. So
yes, yeah, I give him that. Me and myself, I'm a Ford guy, so.
The DEP said it was 100% opportunity. I don't know if there was an opportunity there, but it's hard being in that position. I mean, if you let off, is the car behind you going to get you? Is it going to spin you out? I mean, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation right there.
Well, with 3 laps to go, we're going to see that pace truck dive off maybe one more time, maybe a couple more times. But we're going to have 2 laps to go when the green comes back out. So it's definitely going to be some exciting racing. We have Bradley Rivers on point. We have Stan Carnathan in second position. We have Richard Holland. He's been out front all race except for now. In third position, we have Drew Blaze. He's been up front also, so he's still riding around in that top 5. He is down 3 spots from where he started. And we have Bradley Cooper up 16 spots from where he started. Now, if Bradley wins this race, Bradley Rivers, if he wins this race, he will be the biggest mover of the race winning.
Him and Stan both are going to have that. One's up 22, the other's up 18.
Yes, so either one of those two wins the race, they have the biggest mover.
I'm going to tell you what, you've got 4 cars right there behind you who's not going to go out without a fight. You've got the 5, the 30, the 25, and the 10. The 10 and the 30 are teammates. You've got the 8, the 82 are teammates. And you've got the 5 and the 25 that are teammates. So right there's going to make it real interesting who's going to pair with who.
Yep, and as we are about to go green, the pace truck dives off. Let's see if I can get a moment to breathe within these 2 laps. And the 80 gets a really good start. Oh, there's a little bit of a checkup there. They are already 3 wide back towards the back. I don't believe the 32 got any kind of good restart there, but the 80 has checked out, and he is going to be leading this last lap as the 82 is working side by side with it. Or not working, but racing side by side with the 5 truck. The 80 drives up in front of the 82, and is coming down the backstretch into turn 3 with the 5 on the inside. Is he going to be able to make a move? The 80 dives down below and blocks the 5, so he's going to kill his momentum, and he's going to drift right back up in front of the 82, give the 82 a little bit of draft as they come to the start-finish line. The 80 is going to take the white flag. No more cautions. If the caution comes out, it's the end of the race, and they are coming down to turn 1 and 2. 82 in tow. 80 is going to drop down to the bottom. He's going to block the 5's momentum. The 25 right on the bumper of the 5 as the 5 is still trying to take over that second position, but he's not able to do it on that inside line. 30 is trying to give the 82 a push. Oh, somebody's spinning the 10. The 4 got into the 10. He is spinning on the backstretch. He is out of the race. As we come down to this finish, we got the 30 on the inside. He is bumper with the 25. Oh, 25 is in the wall. He's going through the infield. 80 is going to take the checkered flag. Oh my goodness.
That
Holy
was
crap.
a finish. The 80 went high, done what he should have done, blocked that high line. The 82, I believe, was the bystander on that one. You've got it. Bradley Rivers taking the win with Richard Hall in P2 and Drew Blaze rounding out P3.
And the fireworks are out. Man, I got to go take a look at that finish. That was crazy. So it started on the backstretch. I got to see what happened with that, between the 4 and the 10. Let's see. Let's find the 4. There he is. So I started on the backstretch with Jason Osborne. They came out of turn 2. The 4 on the inside, 19 on the outside. They were 3 wide. And the 4 just comes back up. I don't think he was aware of where the 10 was, or if it started before then. But he just straight up nailed the 10, and bye 10. I hate to see that. So going back up front, where we'll ride with Drew Blaze, coming to turn 3.
And the
Turn 3.
25 went flying through the...
82 got into the wall. 25 got sideways. Never touched and came right down in front of the 30. 30, I don't think he really gave him any kind of bump. I mean, maybe it was just a little one, but that 4 truck, he was coming also. But great job by the 25. I mean, he finished in the grass.
Oh, it looks like we missed Rivers' burnout.
So our top 3 is going to be Mr. Bradley Rivers, Mr. Richard Holland, and Drew Blaze.
All right, we're going to see if we can get them 3 yanked up in here and see how that last lap played out. Looks like we've got 3rd place finisher of Mr. Drew Blaze in there, so we're going to go ahead and yank him up.
Yeah, Mr. Rivers still burning it down in victory lane.
All right, Drew, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Blaze, you brought home a 3rd place finish, man. Talk us through that finish. It looks like the 25 came down. Was there contact between you and the 25?
I mean, I got a 1x from it, but it didn't slow me down at all. So I honestly, I don't know if it was like some deck code issue there, or he just barely came across my front end.
I believe that's what it was because it looked from the replay. It was just barely a little bit of tapping, just sent him a little bit more sideways than he already was. But man, you ran up front quite a ways, quite a bit tonight, and then you dropped back a little bit. Was that part of your strategy, or were you having a little bit of handling issues with your truck?
I was having some issues there on one of those restarts. I think it was the last stage restart. Somebody spun their tires on the start, and I kind of got into the guy in front of me, and then somebody else got me in the back. So had some damage, but held out for get it fixed up in the pits, and we drove it back up there.
Absolutely, man. You definitely did a good job. You down 2 positions from where you started, but not a bad finish. Still got that podium. Definitely going to help you out in the points there. And man, great job tonight, man. You earned one of the podium finishes, so you earned the rights to the shout outs, my friend.
Thank you, sir. It's got to give a shout out to my teammates over at Lone Star Racing: Justin Johnson, Mike Fahey, Tristan Sykes, everybody over there. Wouldn't be able to do any of this without those guys, so I just really appreciate them all. And then it's got to give a shout out to my sponsor, the Dent Zones. That's all.
Well, definitely, it was definitely a blast watching y'all all battle it out. Even though you dropped back a little bit, you worked your way back up the front. Definitely a great race, man, and we can't wait to see what you got for us next week.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Not a problem, man.
All right, we're gonna send Drew back down. Hopefully, I send him into the right one. Actually, I'm just gonna send him down there and let him go back home. Well, we're gonna get P2 up here, Mr. Richard Holland, who probably changing his drawers after that finish.
Mr. Richard Holland, you got a copy?
I got you.
Well, man, you had a dominant truck all night, except for when it counted. It still ran really well, but man, talk us through those last couple of laps.
Yeah, that last caution didn't do us any favors. You know, we all had to pit, and then it grouped the field up. We were hoping those green flag pit stops would have cycled through, and I think we'd have been in a lot better shape. We sure as hell wouldn't have been racing it out in a pack like that with a green-white checker. But yeah, the truck was awesome all night. As long as you could keep it out front, you could dictate what line you wanted to run in. You know, as long as you didn't let people to the outside, you could pitch them down there and get the run off the outside, and seemed to work pretty good. But there's big tracks like this with this truck and racing at night. It's all about the draft and pack racing. It's almost like Daytona and Talladega, really. It's pretty crazy, but it was fun.
Well, it definitely looked fun. It was definitely fun for us to call because there was a lot of action, a lot of places, and that last lap was definitely a little bit crazy. 25 did finish pretty well, but he finished in the grass sideways. But man, Jeremy said, I bet you had to change your drawers after that one.
Yeah, I bet he did, yeah.
But man, great race tonight. You got got one of the podium finishes, man. Give out those shout outs. You earned them.
Yeah, we had a great race. Won both stages, so a lot of points tonight. We'll take second place. We wanted to win after dominating this thing, lead most laps and all that. But we'll take the points. We needed it after finishing like 23rd at Daytona, so we'll take them. But yeah, I just want to thank my teammates tonight. The 25, Bradley Cooper's a teammate of mine, and the 32, the Rick Fagon, he's a teammate. We worked really well together tonight. You have to at places like this. Want to say thanks to those guys, and thanks to the guys that run this league. Pretty good league so far. Had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for doing the broadcast. We broadcasted races are always fun to go back and watch, so appreciate that. Anybody that's willing to take their time to do that, we appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate them for letting us be here. Well, man, go celebrate that second place finish. Go down there with teammates and celebrate, all the teamwork that y'all put together, because that 32 ran really good early on in the race, and he got him a top 10 too. So y'all go celebrate it out, and man, we'll see you next week.
10-4. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
Not a problem.
Well, Mr. Race Winner had everybody's hands all over that Hooters truck tonight, but he somehow managed to stick it up front, keep it up front, and he put those titties out in front to take the win tonight. Our Auto Club race winner, Mr. Bradley Rivers.
Hey, I got you, Jeremy.
What's up, man? Jeremy, I'm going to let you take this one. I took the last two.
Wow, it'll work for me. Coming on that last lap there, Brad, I mean, you and Stan had worked together. I wasn't 100% sure on what happened. It looked like you went to defend your position, and it kind of may have not went well for Stan on that. That last lap, why don't you break it down for us?
Yeah, that last caution worked out in favor for us for Ion's Motorsports team. John Osborne, he made a big recovery and coming back from what he dealt with early on in the race, and I took stage two. I took second place in stage two, which was really good. So I carried the momentum from stage two to stage three, and yeah, at the very end, it just looked like the five may have come up just a little bit to probably side draft Stan a little bit and kind of got a little too close, but it is what it is. But hey, thanks to those guys for helping me get through this race and push me up there. And yeah, that last caution helped big time. I had a set of tires saved, and I was able to hold on to it.
Well, all your team finished up in the top 10, so that's going to definitely be some good points for you. You had Stan finish up in the 8th position. Like you said, John Osborne, he bounced back. Let me ask you something. Your team is some of the biggest movers of this race. You are the biggest mover of the race, and you won the race. Was that part of your strategy, start off in the back and go from there?
No, it wasn't. I actually screwed up in qualifying. I spun out of 1 and 2 in my first lap, so I tried to go back at it again and try to get up towards the front for qualifying because I knew track position was going to be key tonight. But I was able to hit the pit stops and no penalties and stay clean the rest of the whole race, and it worked out in my favor.
That it did. 22 positions. Your teammates, John Osborne, he is up 18 positions from where he started, and then you have Mr. Stan. He is up 12. So great job for your team. Being able to do that. There were a couple other big movers of the race, which was Juan in the 22 Toyota, and Bradley Cooper. He was up 15 positions. So, great job by all you guys. Y'all put on a fantastic race. We saw you coming up through the field, got a good pit stop, and took it home. So, great job.
Yeah, I want to give some shout outs to my sponsors, Raise Energy, Ion's Motorsports, all those guys in there. There's a ton of them out there, more than Stan and John, and without those guys, I really wouldn't be this good at iRace, and I'm still fairly new at it and still learning. But to get this win in another league, just coming into this league because this is new league for me. So yeah, coming in here and taking a dub and against some really fast, really good guys in this league really makes me feel good, and the team as well.
Absolutely. Well, great job, and we can't wait to see what you have for us at Texas. Definitely use this momentum, take it into Texas, and man, we can't wait to see it. Texas is one of my favorite tracks. I will probably I'll be broadcasting. So next week is going to be pretty exciting for y'all if y'all like Texas.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a tough track, but hopefully we can go back to back and have another good team finish.
Absolutely. Well, we can't wait to watch and broadcast. So we will let you get back down to your teammates and celebrate y'all's finishes. And, man, we'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for broadcasting, too.
Not a problem, man. Our pleasure.
Well, Richard, I'm going to tell you what. That was 100 laps wild tonight. And it's going to be just as wild next week. Because it's going to be 150 at Texas.
Yeah, Texas. I love Texas, and I think they're in Arcas also on Saturday night. So definitely make sure everybody stops by and cheers most of these guys on, because some of these guys do race in the Arcas series, so they're going to get plenty of practice. Maybe a different car, but definitely going to be exciting to watch, no matter if it's in Arcos or trucks. So y'all definitely tune in next week for that. We definitely want to give another shout out to G&H Lawn Care. Once again, if you're in the Salem or Lee County area of Alabama, definitely look them up on Facebook. They do great work for all your lawn care needs. But Jeremy, I think it's that time, man.
And it's that time we're going to shut her down. Instead of actually closing it down, we're going to roll it over to the 10 truck, who is still out there with Lone Star Racing. So we're going to head over to Justin Johnson, and we're going to let y'all see a little bit of what's going on as he's watching some replays right now from the race. So on behalf of myself, Richard,
Wait.
Damon,
We got a shout out. We had somebody give us 80 bits, and that was
Mr.
what was that?
Mr. Stan the iRacer.
Stan the
His
iRacer.
8th place finished, I believe.
So we definitely appreciate that, Stan. Yeah, we were just talking about you too. So great job for tonight, finishing top 10. So, and we appreciate those bits. Now you can take it away.
Well, we're heading it right over there, y'all. So enjoy the ride.